How's it going, everybody? Let's get into this. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how brainwashing works, and I'm going to show some examples of brainwashing, okay? Now, brainwashing is basically where someone has you convinced that something is true, that they have somehow shown you evidence of something that they're telling you is true, but they haven't really showed you anything being evidence of it. You know, you're convinced that you've seen evidence, but you haven't actually seen something that is evidence of it. An example of this is like getting pictures from NASA um, of our Earth, okay? Which is no different than living in 1930s Germany and seeing posters all over the place saying that the Jews are actually monsters, okay? It's coming from somebody that has an agenda, okay? It's just not. When they tell you, when you go and watch a rocket with a satellite in it take off, going up to outer space, that the reason why this rocket is curving out and why in less than 15 minutes it is already making a 90-degree angle as if it's going out to the ocean is because it's so high up in the air, and the Earth is rotating out from underneath it. Let me ask you this, okay? Has the Earth rotated so much in just 15 minutes that something that was going straight up 15 minutes ago would now be going at a 90-degree angle? No, it did not rotate near enough for something like that to happen. But that is what we see with almost every space shuttle launch or every rocket launch sending a satellite up to outer space. In less than 15 minutes, these things are already making complete right angles going out over the ocean. It's wherever it's going. It's not going straight up anymore, okay? Felix Baumgartner went up to a height of 100,000 feet, okay? Weather balloons can go up to 120,000 feet. There is almost no atmosphere up at that height, okay? And yet, when they come down, they still come down in the same place that they went up. They're not... They're still relative to the moving ground. They don't come down hundreds or thousands of miles in a different spot because the Earth is spinning underneath them. They will also try to tell you that the reason why you can't see the curvature of the Earth from an airplane 30,000 feet in the air is because you're not high enough to see it. Well, let's do the math. Let's do the math and let's look at this reasonably and logically, okay? At 30,000 feet in the air, you can see for a distance of 218 miles, okay? In 200 miles, there is over 5 miles of curvature drop, okay? That means if you walk to a cliff and that cliff went straight down for 5 miles, that's how much curvature drop there is in 200 miles, okay? So that means that the horizon that you can see is 5 miles lower than the spot you're above. And you mean to tell me that you cannot see that? 5 miles of curvature difference. You can't see that. That doesn't make sense. It really doesn't, okay? They will try to tell you that when you watch a ship sail out to sea, that the reason why it disappears bottom first is because it's disappearing over the curve of the Earth. But they want you to believe that somehow that ship is able to disappear over the curvature of the Earth in 3 to 4 miles, but yet you can't see the curve at 30,000 feet. When there's 5 miles of curvature drop, the horizon is still rising to your eye level. When that horizon is 5 miles lower than the spot you're above. No, here's the thing, right? If you're up 30,000 feet, then you're technically, what, 6 miles in the sky almost? That horizon should be obviously lower than where you're at, but it's not. Things like this, that they have you convinced that the reason, they have you convinced of so many things, but all it is workarounds. None of it is actually evidence or proof of anything. But if you actually look at this reasonably and logically, you're going to find that none of it makes sense. So, Anyways, I think that's it for today. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, leave a comment. See you guys next time. Bye.